making these gains. My growth is so imminent. Woo. The closer you look, you see I'm magnificent. Woo.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? I know that it's been quite a while since I posted. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get back on track. I've been really focusing on my business and training for my first physique competition. But I'm gonna be a little bit better with posting content, and I'm gonna be more consistent with doing so. Right now, I'm actually just eating a post-workout meal. You see, I got some sugar-free barbecue sauce on my chicken breast. I got some brown rice and some green peas. Anyway, the workout video that you're about to see is a leg routine that I did. I had some questions, some people that had some questions, specifically some women who wanted to know what could they do to build up, the lower half, the quads and the glutes, the butt. So I went ahead and put together a short video for you. Go ahead and check it out and tell me what you think. If you like the video, please click the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Now, before starting any exercise, I usually warm up. Usually this will include some cardio, and I try to hit my core before every workout. Here I just went ahead and work my core for my warm-up. Usually that helps me, especially when I'm going to be doing my compound movements like squatting. So for the first exercise, I'm going to do the front squat. This is going to target the quads because the weight being at the front of the body, when the bar is placed at the front of the body, it puts more emphasis on the quads. Now notice I'm getting a good stretch when I go down, and I'm just moving at a moderate pace. You can cross your hands over one another to grab the bar on either side, and that'll help with the grip. This is the grip that I do prefer, even though there are many different types. Going directly to the next exercise, I use the leg press machine. Now on this particular exercise, I do place my feet close together to work more of the outside of the legs, and I'm not going completely all the way down into that stretch, only because I want to keep tension on my quads. We are still focusing on quads at the moment. On the same machine, I do an additional 3 sets. This time I do them with my feet wide apart, and I do go all the way down to get a good stretch so that I'm involving my glutes and my hamstrings during this particular press. This next exercise is the lying leg curl. This particular exercise is going to target your hamstrings. That's the back part of your leg. When performing this movement, you want to kind of act as if you're trying to bring the heel of your foot up to your butt. When you come to the top of the movement, go ahead and give it a good squeeze, and then when you release back down to your starting position, do it kind of slowly so that you can feel the tension of the weight. Now I'm performing the stiff leg deadlift. This is one of my favorite exercises for targeting the hamstrings. One of the most important things to remember is to keep your back in a neutral position. As you can see here, as I go down, you see my back is in a straight line. It's not curved, which is going to be that neutral position to actually, keep my lower back safe. I also stand with my feet about shoulder width apart, maybe just a little closer, and then my hands are going to be just on the outside of my legs, and then I'm going to keep the bar very close as I'm coming up and as I'm going down for the stretch. It's always close to my body. Now ladies, I know that you are interested in toning and growing that butt. This machine and this exercise that I'm performing is really going to target the glutes. This is the hip abduction machine. Now, however, I do not sit. What I do is I stand slightly on the bars and I lean forward and I kind of stabilize myself by holding on. And while performing that movement, it is definitely going to target those glutes specifically. All right, we have the side jump squats on the Bosu ball. You're really going to have fun with this exercise. It's very good for the legs, but it's also good for fat burning because it involves cardio. Another good thing is you can perform this exercise at home. You don't need weights or machines for that. And actually, the next two exercises are also going to be something that you can do at home. This exercise is going to target the glutes as well. Now, if you don't have a Bosu ball, you can just use something that is going to stay in place, that's going to be stable. And you're going to plant one foot elevated, and then the other one you're going to keep raised in the air as you raise your hips towards the ceiling. And it's also very good for the core. Now, the first one I chose to demonstrate without the weight. Here I am demonstrating the exercise with the weight if you choose to use it. All you need to do is just place the weight right there at the hips and just use your hands to kind of stabilize and perform the exercise. And last but not least, wall squats. Now, these wall squats, what I've done is I've placed the weight right there at my knees so that I can work my calves as I'm in the seated position on the wall. This is a very good exercise to get a good burn for your legs and to work your calves simultaneously.